Hey water signs, it's Honey Priestess. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Join the family by subscribing. Today I'm doing my first romance reading. So I'm gonna do this monthly. If you don't know already, I do plan to do this monthly. I'm a little late this month. I've been in pain the whole week, but I'm doing a lot better now. And so I'm going to do this for the elements. So we're going to start with water, then we're going to go to fire, earth, then air, okay? Because it's Scorpio season. With that being said, this is a romance reading. So this is not like a general love reading. If other messages come through, it'll come through because it supports this. Whether this comes through for singles or people in relationships or people in situations, what have you. It's just about if it resonates. But I do feel like I really like addressing the elements because I feel like it shows how the collective can raise their vibration, right? So if this applies to you, see your work is for yourself, but also it's benefiting the collective when, you take the messages that you need to and apply them in the way that you need to, okay? Let me see if I have the energy for that speech in every reading. Anyway, let's get into it. Any information you need is in the description box below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know the deal. All right, let's get started. So, I have 4 Romance Angels cards, and then we're going to look at the last, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 on the bottom. But the ones that I pulled for you, also, guys, it's a weekend, okay? So, if you hear stuff going on, there's people here. It is what it is. Anyway, I'll try to be clear for you guys. So we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay. And this is an old desktop. If you don't know the deal yet, this is a really old Mac desktop. I'm on photo booth. Okay. You can't see, I'm sorry. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. It's here. Trust the situation is calling for you to have faith. I like that. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. At the bottom of the deck, we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I'll look underneath later. All right. So we're going to start with this. And then we're going to move. We're going to clarify where necessary, okay? It's a romance reading. How do you do romance without wine, honey? Period. Okay. Whew. Some of you guys are, so it's either like you get a new job and then your person comes in, like you meet somebody you love after that, or somebody returns who you love after that, or you meet someone through your job. Some of you guys might have to, I don't want to say this in the wrong way, but you might have to take away time. Okay. Some of you guys are at a distance from somebody you love, or your job is taking you to a distance from somebody you love, and you need to be able to focus on your career and your finances, and you need the confidence to do that. Some of you guys are scared about how that's going to influence things, right? Like you may feel like you have to make a decision between love and career. Or you might be at a point where you have to give everything to your career, but you're worried about how it'll affect your relationship. So again, you could be thinking about wanting this relationship. You could be in one now, and you really you might be worried about the strain that your career change or whatever project you're working on at work is going to do to that. Or you might be ready to move. You might be ready to move for the relationship or for another job. So whichever one it is, it's like you're feeling a really strong pull to do it, and you're having a hard time figuring out how to navigate that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Cool, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that's a lot of coverage in this one card. These 2 cards really, because I'm looking at 2 cards right now. The trust and very soon. So some of you guys, okay, so if this is a long distance situation, You're worried about you might be worried about how it's going to progress. If you're already in a long distance relationship, how it's going to stay strong. It's already like difficult right now to maintain your focus on career and love. So if you're concerned about that, I feel like you're trying to find a solution to it soon for people in that situation who are either being bombarded by work or not focusing on work enough because they're focusing on a relationship enough, or are long distance from somebody that they want to be with, or already in a long distance relationship. You're kind of worried about how it's going to work out much longer, how it's going to grow. But I feel like you're looking for solutions. If you haven't been looking for solutions for a really long time, I feel like this is for people who are in a long distance relationship already and have been for a while. I think that solution is going to come to you very soon. Very soon, as the card says. For others who are just like, this will never work, I feel like there's going to be resolution. I mean, I feel like, okay, this feels like, that's why true love is here. It's like there's an experience that you guys have. Or maybe there's a time together that just kind of reminds you that you do have the strength to get through this. I don't know. Something happens. And when I say very soon, I don't know why for me that makes me feel like over the next 2 to 3. Sorry, I'm getting 1 to 2 months. But I guess the 2 to 3 was a slip for a reason. So if it takes 3, don't get discouraged. But I'm really getting 1 to 2 months. Something happens that shows you that either this is worth it, there's nothing to worry about, or a solution comes into play for you guys. For some people, that might be the ability to work remotely that allows you to travel more. For others, it might be like literally being able to relocate. Being able to relocate and keep the same job or just work at a different location. Like, I just feel like something starts to pan out, just when things start feeling too hard or feeling like it's not going to go anywhere or anything. It's just something, whether it's a move or some type of shift in career, or just you guys seeing each other and remembering that it's worth it. Whatever that shift is, it's coming in. This trust is very much in the universe, but I don't really feel like there are any trust issues. Okay, I lied. Right when I said that, Spirit was like, no. I think there are a lot of people who are struggling with that, what I just explained, that are not dealing with trust issues, okay? There are some of you guys who are dealing with trust issues, and they're going to come up. I feel a need to say, if you have trust issues that are coming up, when this person comes back in your life, or whatever, you guys have this conversation. Like, if you start having trust issues for whatever reason, if you're battling them, understand that it's because there's love present. I don't think you would really care whether or not you could trust this person if they didn't matter to you, right? So if you guys are debating whether you're taking someone back, whether you're willing to take somebody back, whether you want to embark on something new with someone new, right? I feel like there's an offer here that stresses you out. And you're sitting here like, whew, all right, like, okay. But some people might have broken this trust already, which might make it especially hard. But for others of you, it's just you've been hurt in the past and you're trying to deal with that. I feel like Spirit is saying it's safe for you to trust. That's why it's forgiving and learning card is here. Right? Some of you guys don't think that you've learned your lesson. Or if you think maybe you've been alone for so long, or you haven't really dated for so long that like you feel like, even though you're smarter and wiser, now you're doubting it. Maybe I'm being dumb again. Maybe I'm playing myself. Maybe the situation looks eerily similar to a situation you've had before, but it's actually different. but you're not really acknowledging the differences. You're just back in that same space of being like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get played. I don't want to. But this is actually a completely different situation. And so part of this is, if somebody did hurt you and they're coming back with a different energy, yeah, you're going to have to like forgive them. And I don't think that's actually that hard for you to do. I know some of y'all didn't like that. Don't hit me. That's not as hard for you to do as you think it is. If anything, I think some of you guys are so scared of being able to forgive someone so easily because that's how you've gotten ran over in the past. I don't think that you'll have a problem enforcing your boundaries. Some of you guys really need to know that your boundaries are a lot stronger now. And you can trust them to do what they need to do for you and protect you in the way that you want to be protected. You're very sure about what you want. You're very sure about the things that aren't going to work for you. And as long as you make that clear and you act in accordance with that, they will too. I feel like because you've acted in accordance with those boundaries, that's why somebody's back. And that's why somebody's here on a different energy. Right? I feel like if this is for people, this message is for people for who, this is a message for people. I don't know where my words are at, y'all. This retrograde. This is a message for people who enforce these boundaries, and these boundaries put these people out of your lives who were on games, right? So they come back. This is crazy. I'm sorry. That person is back. It's because they know your boundaries now. Maybe they didn't before, but they learned them really quick, and they want to come back, and they are coming with the intention to honor them. They are not trying to finesse you. You need to know that. The whole ball game is different this time around for some of you guys. For a lot of you guys, actually, who are really resonating with this. But you need to be able to trust yourself. So forgiving yourself for putting yourself in those situations before. And trusting that you won't do it again. Trusting that you have learned your lesson. And that it's okay to extend that love that you naturally want to give. Some of you guys just really want to do this. Codependency and past life relationship are the two cards under this. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. Codependency says addictions are affecting your romantic life. You have known each other before for the past life relationship card. All right, y'all. Yeah, some of you guys feel a really strong pull to this person, and that's what's scaring you. And I think this is just clarifying you're feeling a strong pull because either there is a past life, there is a past life connection. This card wouldn't come up for any other reason. I could pick up that message from some other cards. It wouldn't come up unless it was plain like this. It is a past life connection. But even if it's not a past life connection, it's a result of past life contracts being ended. Like karmic contracts or even past life relationships. Some people are like actually getting out of a past life relationship that's been going on too long, like it needed to end. And it finally ended, and now you guys are, you gotta be kidding me. I'm sorry, I'm having moments, y'all. They got out of a past life relationship, and now they're stepping into a relationship that more aligns with their destiny in this lifetime. And in future lifetimes I'm getting, that's a little heavy. Don't even go down that road. If it's too much for you, that's kind of heavy. You're choosing a whole new soulmate, and you're upgrading yourself on a spiritual level for lifetimes to come. I'm not going to get into that, okay? Because that is some woo-woo stuff. Even for me. No, not really. I can handle that shit. Codependency. So, okay, yeah. Like I said, some of you guys, that pull is a past life relationship thing, but you're worried it's a codependency thing because you've been codependent before. Likely, the chances are whoever you're dealing with has also been very, very codependent in their relationships before, which is why the boundaries were important so that you guys could come in as you needed to as whole beings who are willing to take responsibility for themselves. Now that you have shown that that's possible, that link that might have been codependent in some way, shape, or form before, that codependency spell, let's call it, is completely broken. And now you think it's the same thing, but it's just the pull. It's just the pull. But it's actually completely different. Okay? That is quite a start. We ain't even clarified nothing yet. I'm going to clarify I don't know what I should clarify. Hold on. I'm getting clarified true love. I already shuffled these cards. I always do this. I naturally, when I pick up the cards, I start shuffling all over again, but I already did all that, so when I prep the decks for this reading. Excuse me. Okay. Spirit, please clarify true love. Please clarify true love for water signs, November 2019. Please clarify true love for water signs, November 2019. Excuse me. I'm going to do 2 more shuffles. Woo! Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all know y'all be trying it. I always think I'm getting away with not having too many cards, and then they just shoot them all out. And they know I don't want to do all that all the time, okay? Whew. Okay. Let me get off. They tried it. All right. Still organizing, y'all. Work with me. Okay. Some of these cards are like personal to me, so it doesn't sound like the interpretation is exactly. I don't know why I even feel the need to explain this right now, but if it doesn't feel like the words are, or what I'm saying exactly relates to the cards, if you're a reader, it's because of its personal meaning to me. Okay. Whoa, this is some heavy energy. Okay. So I'm clarifying true love. I have the 3 of Cups. I have the 4 of Cups. I have the Chariot. I have the 2 of Swords. I'm trying to hold up more cards at once because it's going to take long. Okay, the Chariot and 2 of Swords. I have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I have the 8 of Pentacles and the Star reversed. And then I have the Fool. At the bottom of the deck, I have the High Priestess. Scared to look under because there's a lot of cards, okay? Woo, Chile. All right. Some of you guys are so scared of making a decision because you just are absolutely sure. Like there's something holding you back that's beyond, it's beyond like the very logical concerns that you have, right? Of balancing career and love, of if this is the right decision to make. What is going on back here? I just can't my wig. Child. This is mainly right now for people who are really scared of their relationship not progressing the way they want it to, or their relationship falling apart because of the distance. Whether you're about to make a decision to be distant or you're worried about the relationship as it stands, the long distance relationship now as it stands. I really don't feel like there's anything to worry about. I think it's the longing is making it worse, right? It's making you perceive that the situation is worse than what it is what I'm saying. Furthermore, this is like, I don't want to say self-love in an annoying way. I know that can get really annoying when we're talking about romance. People are like, I don't want to hear about what the self-work I have to do. But some of you guys, like, kind of have a little bit of clearing to do on that level because you feel like, oh, they're going to get bored with me, or they're going to get tired of me, or they're not going to love me anymore. It's interesting here is I don't feel like anyone's worried about anybody else coming in. Like, yeah, it's a possibility, blah, 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 but it's in the back of your mind. I don't feel like you feel like their love is going anywhere else, or I feel like you feel like this person really wants you. But there's still something about you that's like, oh, well, they'll get tired of me. I don't know what that is. They'll get tired of me, or they'll think I'm not. When they learn who I am, certain people who are getting to know people at a distance, if they learn who I am, they're not going to like it, or not going to be able to handle it, or, maybe some of you guys feel like you're too much right now. Like you're being too hard on them, or being too needy, or whatever the case might be. Like you're just really worried about how the other person is perceiving you because you don't want to lose them. And you don't want them to not like what they have, or not like what they see, get bored, blah, blah, blah. And it just feels like, why are you even concerned about that? What does distance have to do with anything? I'm doing this reading now. I don't know who I'm doing this reading for. I don't know who I'm doing this reading for, but I can promise you they're at a distance from me. Love like that carries. You guys may know love like that carries. The connection is stronger than what you are giving it credit for. Like I don't know why you don't trust this. Maybe you haven't been able to trust it in the past, which I understand. That might be the thing that's making you really like hesitant. Because this connection has fallen apart before. Okay. Like the distance is hurt before. There has been distance created between you guys before. And you're just kind of preparing yourself for when that comes again, or when that moment hits again, or, you're just prepared. I feel like this is, okay, that's what's going on. So that self-love thing is coming up. I think is very, very particular to this person for some of you. Because they have ghosted before, not said anything, cut you off, chosen somebody else, whatever the case might be. It's like the trauma of they're not going to choose me, they're not going to want to choose me at some point comes from them having done that before, right? But things are different now, and you need to know that. You need to know that. You need to know that. We're way past that. It's very divinely supported. This is, whatever y'all got going on is like really, really, it's pretty deep, y'all. This is a good one. If you have someone right now. Even if you're talking to somebody right now. This is a good one. This is a good one, y'all. Okay. Yeah, again, for people who are like really thinking about making a move, like a physical move, you're trying, like, I think you're trying to make the approach that brings the most stability in for you, but you're worried that you're being too impulsive and just, like, oh, I have a passion, I'm going to go after it. Whether it's you're moving to be with somebody or you're moving away to have a job. Or you're trying to relocate. Like some of you guys are looking for new jobs so that you're able to be with this person. I don't know, but this whole tug of war between career and love, like you feel like the love part of it isn't as valid. Or wherever your passion is right now, wherever your passion is taking you right now, you don't feel like it's as valid, whether that's the love or the career. But both things bring you stability. Both things bring you happiness. And you're just trying to figure out the smartest way to build it, but you don't have a lot of faith in what you're doing, and you need to have a lot of faith in what you're doing because it seems to be good. Ultimately, I see you guys taking this leap of faith, and I see it turning out well for you. I have the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, my God, and then the Hierophant under that is the Wheel of Fortune. I don't have to say much. Especially if you read tarot, I don't have to say much. First of all, divine pairing, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. The Queen of Swords, to me, this is making a very clear-headed decision. Right? It's your intuition and logic coming to play. It's that passion that's driving you, that intuition that's driving you, and clear-headedness. I think you're a lot more clear-headed than you think you are, and you're going to make the right decision. It's going to be able to build the structure you want in your life as well as keep your partner. Everything is going to go well the way that it's meant to. But you have to follow your intuition on this. Don't follow your paranoia. I think a lot of you guys are a lot more settled on a decision than you're trying to convince yourself you are, because you're trying to be logical. You don't need to try. Going with your intuition is following good logic. It may not seem that way, but it is. Okay. Again, for those of you who have people coming back and you're trying to reconcile whether or not this is worth it, it seems very, very worth it. And you need to, again, that forgiving and learning from earlier, you need to really take time to have conversations with this person. You guys have to have conversations. I do want to say that. A lot of conversations you guys need to have. Tough, raw conversations. They're going to be happening whether you want them to or not within the next 2 to 3 months. But I don't know why all the timelines I get are like months. Not always. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, you're going to have those conversations. It's going to have to be raw. It's going to have to be real, because these are big kid decisions. You can't dance around this forever, you know? Especially if you guys have some situations where it's like, I need to make a decision now, especially if you're making cross-country moves. Whoa. Cross-country moves. I'm like, these are like really big moves, like hundreds of thousands of miles. They say, oh, I can drive to you in 4 hours. I mean, it might be, but it's not close enough for it not to be expensive. Let me say that. Okay, let's clarify. I'm being told to clarify very soon. And then that's it. That's all I'm getting. Okay. Spirit, please clarify very soon for the water signs. Please clarify very soon for the water signs. Two more shuffles, that's it. Please clarify very soon for the water signs. Okay. I thought they weren't going to give me any cards. I'm like, I'm not about to shuffle after this. All right, y'all. So, for very soon, moving things around, we have 4 of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. And then we have the 10 of Swords. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Cups. Underneath that, we have the Lovers. Underneath that, 6 of Swords. Okay. Okay, y'all. All right. So here's. Ooh. If you're waiting on this person to come back, okay. Interesting. Oh, God. I'm sorry. One situation. I cannot stand this. I can't. Y'all won't see this in the next reading, I promise. Some of you guys, the reason why I cannot believe I'm getting this. I'm sorry. Spirit knows. If your person is like holding out on you, like they're not talking to you, this is a very little card and saying like they're coming very soon. For a lot of you guys, I'm getting within the next 4 weeks. Definitely before the end of the year, whoever this is for. But anyway, it's like somebody isn't willing to let them go. It's almost like standoff energy. And I don't, it's standoff energy in the sense like somebody's holding on and the other person is like not making a move, but they're not like somebody's trying to, okay, so somebody's trying to control the situation. Another person is like not letting them be controlled, but at the same time, they're not making a move because they want this person to make a move. It's like they're both waiting for the other person to just acknowledge what's going on so that this can happen. This person wants to be able to keep them, but they also want the truth. I don't think they really want to know the truth. They just want to control them. And so that's what the problem is. They can't control them without knowing the truth. or the truth is keeping them from controlling the other person. So even though they don't really want to know the truth, they have to find out because something's up and they need to know what's up. I think this person has realized their control is waning, and I feel like they know that the minute they acknowledge the truth, this is wild, but the minute they acknowledge the truth, this person goes, finally, I've been waiting, I'm a dip. And this person is going to dip. They don't want to bring this up to this person because they think it's going to cause more problems if they try to pull away versus this person coming into the understanding that it's dead. Y'all can take that if it resonates. I know that for sure because this 10 of Swords, this is a lot of mind games coming to an end because somebody finally makes a decision to act. And I think it's this person. This 7 of Cups with this Lovers and this 6 of Swords, listen, man. Whoever had a lot of options, right? And I think it's this King of Swords in the situation. Whoever had a lot of options decided that they knew who their person was, and it wasn't this motherfucker over here trying to control the situation. It's not them. But once they walk through the door of truth with this person finally feels the confidence to say, all right, well, yeah, I did choose somebody else. They're really right for me. And I think they're right. And they move on. That's one scenario. Okay? Underneath that is the Queen of Pentacles. So they're definitely moving on towards somebody else who's more grounded and doesn't feel the need to control is what I'm getting with the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who has control but doesn't need to prove it, doesn't need to exercise it without, sort of what I'm looking for. Like, they don't have to force control anybody. They're just naturally in control of the things around them, and they're loving, and they're focused on themselves. And that's who this King of Swords is moving on towards, because this person who this woman here is a 4 of Swords. I mean, 4 of Pentacles. I don't know why I got 4 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. They don't have the stability and the trust in themselves to conduct themselves the way the Queen of Pentacles that this King is moving towards can. No shade if this is you. Because as y'all know, y'all can reverse the roles at any point. That was wild. I know my friend who knows what's going on is like, girl. That's one scenario, guys. For others of you, some of you guys are scared to make a decision because you're being held captive either by your own thoughts or your own understanding of how you have to do things to be stable versus your intuition. So this is an obligation you think you have, or something, things you think you have to do. You think you have to keep this job, or you think you have to, you think it's a bad idea. This is like traditional values too. Like, you don't think this is the right way of going about things because it's not how you were raised to think. But that's holding you back from basically ending this torture that you're going through internally and making the decision. Clear-headed, intuitive decision that you need to in order to have what you want, right? This is going towards that Lover. And I love that this is representing going towards a Lover, because the 7 of Cups, this 7 of Cups and the 6 of Swords also, to me, kind of speaks to, like, the Lover might be the Lover, right? But the 6 of Swords moving on, all these options, is kind of like, it's not just the Lover that you're moving towards to. Like, you could be moving towards a career, but it's going to increase the love that you guys have, and it's going to reduce the confusion of it all. No matter what decision you make, your love is going to be good. Do you see what I'm saying? Some of you guys, okay, this is going to hurt your feelings. Everybody is pretty okay up until this point. Some of you guys are trying to hold on to a dead relationship that you need to leave and move on from, and it's the right thing to do. They're a soulmate, right? And some of you guys spend a lot of time with them and you don't like it. But you guys are going to be faced within the next 3 to 4 months if not sooner. I mean, if it's a big move, you're going to have to consider it sooner. Some of you guys are going to have to choose to move on from them because something is, like, their relationship is stagnant. It's not going anywhere. Excuse me. The light's gone out of the relationship, or you're just not getting everything you need. But because you decide you want to marry them, be with them, maybe you made a lot of changes in your life to be with them, you really don't want to have to make such a dramatic shift just because you're not that happy right now. But the truth of the matter is you haven't been happy for a really long time. Not happy. You've been sticking it out of obligation because you love them. It doesn't mean the love is just absolutely gone. It just means you're not happy. And it's not the kind of not happy that's temporary, we got to work through it, get a spark in our relationship kind of thing. This is just, no, that's not your person. But you don't want to admit that. You're going to be forced to admit that because you're going to feel a really strong pull to leave this relationship. Very strong pull. There might be issues with your career. It's like things are going to start crumbling around you because it's not meant for you to be in the space that you're in right now. You're going to be faced with that. I would highly suggest you just leave. I don't care how much it's going to take out of you. It's going to hurt. But it's like you're going to get blessed very soon after. Even for some of you, you're gonna get blessed with a new person within like months. Like, you think it's gonna be this awful healing period, but you're gonna realize that you had to break up with them, and that you were much more ready than you gave yourself credit for, and you're gonna have to heal. But like, you're just gonna open up for the right person, the right person, the right person. Oh my God. For some of you guys, that's a relief that you're not gonna have to wait 3, 4, 5 years for the right person. Nah. All right, y'all. That's all I feel I need to clarify. We're going to get some advice. Oh, this reading's going pretty good. Try mine. Keep shuffling these freaking cards. Okay. All right, Spirit. Excuse me. What advice do you have for the water signs for November 2019? What advice do you have for the water signs for November 2019? What advice do you have for the water signs for November 2019? 3 more shuffles. What advice do you have for the water signs for November 2019? Last shuffle. Okay. I got healed. This is the star card in a regular tarot deck. Okay, card 17. Breaking down to an 8. Bottom of the deck, we have the solar plexus chakra. Yeah. You guys really need to know whether you're moving off of somebody, whether you're scared about where the relationship is going. Like, this is a matter of you healing. And a lot of you guys, this is healing with your partner. This is healing within yourselves. Everybody has to take responsibility for their own healing. But this is healing with your partner as well, guys. Okay? This is having that conversation and being very honest and transparent about the fact that you're scared. This is the thing I'm concerned about. Even if you've had this conversation before, you feel like you're being annoying. You need to do what you need to do, guys. Because you don't want to throw this out because you're in your own head and you don't want to make any changes, or you don't want to acknowledge what's real about the situation. A lot of you guys, especially if you're building with this person, you might not know you can trust them with your emotions that way, especially if they've hurt you in the past, and you can. In fact, that's what they came back for, to have that deeper connection with you, have that intimacy with you. I think you're going to feel a lot more intimacy through this healing, through being honest about your emotions, through talking it out. You have to make your own decision about what you're going to do, but I think your partners can really reassure you. If you have to move on, some of you guys really need to start kind of like mentally preparing yourself, right? I know it sounds weird, but if you're in a situation where you literally can't move away from somebody you're with, but you know you want to leave, you might start kind of mourning the breakup now. That seems really harsh. But honestly, like, preparing yourself emotionally for it and saying, hey, like, Really coming to terms with who you are, what you need. That's the solar plexus. Heart chakra is under that. I mean, there's just hella chakra cards under this. Understanding who you are, what you need, what's right for you, what's not right for you, what attachments aren't serving you. What you want in life. Like, that's the healing process for those who are about to leave. Getting in touch with themselves and what they want, who they want, if they want anyone else. I don't know why they came through. How they want to be, how they want their life to look. If you can do that work now, when you leave, it's still going to be hard, but you're going to be light years ahead of where you would be if you keep trying to fight for this until the very last minute, and then it hits you all at once as you're moving, as you're making all these crazy transitions. Okay? Do the work early. Start the work early. And when you leave, it just, all those blessings come in, and I mean, like, fast. You may, if I'm to, okay, 3 or 4 months, what's that? February? March? It's like by the end of the summer, beginning of fall, early fall, it's like things like really start looking good for you, and you're like, whoa, how was I in a completely different place in my life a year ago? You ain't gotta believe me. Show life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know if this resonated with you, what your placements are, if you're comfortable sharing that. What your water placements are, if it's sidereal, tropical. Comment. Interact with me. Tell me how you feel about these readings, if you want this to continue, all that good stuff. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. If I can hit the stop button.